The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
He'll look to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big 30-yard play on third. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Hyde. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
On 2nd down, Hyde. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll run. Hyde. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Hyde. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Carlos Hyde. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive, and it was capped off by a Carlos Hyde touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was
snacks.
just going to say.
That's where I go.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them, because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. A look now at the defensive starting lineup for the 49ers. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
They're going to look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Gator. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Come.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Stay with your man. Put up. Get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Hyde. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here. Down to the 43-yard line. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. That's complete to Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Down. 60 or.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
And his kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Let's go.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Come on. Check 3.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Holmes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And there, a post route started out right, caught it in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful, those deep post routes?
You need help from your complementary receivers, okay? The guy that you want to get the ball is the guy that we just saw catch it and take it into the end zone. So he needs help from the other guys who have to occupy anyone in the middle of the field. Whether it's one safety, sometimes you get 2 guys in there, either run routes at them so they have to cover them, or somehow freeze them by running underneath them and hoping to draw them towards the line of scrimmage and throw it over his head.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. They go play action here on first down. It's complete to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it second down. To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. His throw caught at about the 5. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Ben to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 4 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year, because he's able to get his feet wet, right, get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Point after, right down the middle, and that'll make it 17-13. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. The drop to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This quarterback now 10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. This to Jarwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. A chance for us to look now at this 49ers defense. And a big reason they've got the lead here in the second half, they have been swarming to the football and laying some big hits.
Yes, this is not the woodwinds or the string section at all in the band, is it? Straight percussion, and you can feel the thumps all the way up here. Doing a great job putting themselves in the right spot to make those types of plays.
We got a chance to see some of those thumps. Now Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He finds Robinson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Down. 8 3. All day.
A 10th carry for Hyde. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line.
Back to the ground. This time it's high. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Cook. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They try again with Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
They run it again with Hyde.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So following the run by Hyde, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Looking to throw. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He gets this one to Boyd. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw here's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Here's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Ready. 90, Wolf.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Roethlisberger. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Tyler Boyd and the rest of the offense heading back out. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good, too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Barkevius Mingo, the former number 6 pick. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Niners on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Another tote for the afternoon workhorse. It's high. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it, make them do it again.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection. But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means you're playing.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On 2nd and goal, Roethlisberger got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Golden Tate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. First down, a run with Hyde. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Hyde. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Watch out, watch out. Get it.
Hyde. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Ready? 70, Indy. Watch the slant.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So the victory here for San Francisco. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for San Francisco, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.